Hey guys, welcome here, welcome to my channel. So today we're gonna watch Prelude of Kalki 2898 AD, episode 1. Actually, I thought it should be just one movie, so I'm a little bit confused now about all these episodes and how many episodes will be. Yeah, it's episode 1. Let's just watch it.
How the first chapter of our world is going to look like. In India, we've grown up the epics, especially Mahabharata and
Yeah,
Ramayana.
Mahabharata and Ramayana, I know it.
Another age to go, and that age is the final battle.
It's really
In India,
interesting
we've grown
story.
up with so much of the epics, especially Mahabharata and Ramayana, being part of our culture and everyday life, like especially not just religious, but just like even just stories that we tell our kids. And so, you know, when you grow up and you're watching a lot of, I guess, foreign films which are in the either comic book space or Marvel or Spider-Man or Star Wars or any of those things, you always wonder, like, where are our superheroes? Because they are as
I told you
heroic
it
and
looks
they are
like
as
Star Wars movie.
larger than life as anybody else. I think I heard that slowly people across India were more interested, or they were starting to think about making movies like this.
Yeah,
I
it's
heard some
really
talk
epic.
about somebody talking about
I
Immortals
was
and some studio
surprised.
trying to think about it, and I was like, okay, now it's time for us to. And the world of Kalki is something that we are saying is almost like a sequel to the last epic that we have of these characters of the previous yuga. So the previous yuga in India, in Indian culture, we have 4 yugas, right? So each
never
yuga
heard of
has a sort of a dramatic battle and a great good versus evil sort of a setup, and each time an avatar comes to restore the balance. And the last great epic that we have is the Mahabharata, where it was like a huge war with the most powerful and the most epic kings, and they fight in this dramatic battle, and they are, one side is protected by an avatar, a god figure, which is Krishna. Final epic was the last story that we know, and all of our greatest characters from there have an ending, or some of them have an open ending, or we know that this is where this story ended, but we still have another age to go, and that age is the final battle. That age
Feels like
is
I'm
where
on the history
the
lesson.
end essentially has to begin, and everything has to come to a climax. Like all of these stories, all of these 9 avatars, all of these 4 yugas, all of these battles which are small and big that happened since the creation of time has to end somewhere. So we tried to see if we could attempt to write that, and that's how we started. And that's where the last story of our mythology sort of ends. And now we are meant to be in the last age, which is called the Kali Yuga, and we don't really have a story of this era or of this yuga because it's still happening, obviously. And I just thought it is a very interesting idea if we start writing a sequel to the Mahabharata, what would happen, because it ended
Crazy
there,
how they
and
came
Kali
up with it.
continues from Dwapar Yuga, and he has to come into the Kali Yuga. So now if he comes in, now our heroes have to come in as well. And how is this epic going to be? How are we going to write this? And I wanted to write it in a way that it's today, and it's for the whole world to be part of it now, because it's not just because it was never, I think, ever just one country. It's always the world. So I thought we'll write it in that sensibility, and hence 5 years later
like
we
this
are
guy.
here, and we are close to being able to share with you how the first part, how the first chapter of our world is going to look like.
I love this actor. I think they're doing such a great job, and I think like Indian movies improved so much over time, and Kalki like proving it, just because I was surprised. Like first time I saw Kalki, not trailer, maybe teaser or something, I was just shocked of how good the quality is, how every scene is so thoughtful, everything, I mean, background, outfits, everything, all of the weapons, even lightning. See like every scene is so interesting, so complicated in all these details, and the story itself is complicated. And they came up with this idea, like they know where it all started, but they are creating the story of how it will be ended. It's just crazy, honestly. And for me, it's a little bit hard to understand of like Mahabharata and Ramayana story, because I grew up in a completely different culture, you know. I'm from Russia, and you know, you was told from an early age of these stories, I think so, most of you, and you know it, you understand it, but for me it's still a new world. It's something completely different from what I've heard, from what I've read, and what I was told. So for me, it's like, wow, it's so epic, it's so interesting, and I'm not lying, like this movie will be amazing, and I would definitely watch it in a movie. If they would broadcast it here, I will definitely go, because I think it's like will be one of the most interesting movie, not only on the plot, but in case of, you know, in case of how it was filmed. Okay, anyway, thank you guys for watching this video. Thank you for supporting me all the time. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to my channel, and see you in my next videos. Bye!